Assalamualaikum and good morning. Here is the study of 5 methods that were tested for the extraction of ginsenosides from ginseng as antibacterial, which are heat reflux, soxhlet extraction, microwave-assisted extraction, pressurized liquid extraction, and supercritical flood extraction of ginsenosides. The samples was analyzed by HPLC and GC. Here is our summary on the study. The extraction is a dynamic extraction and continuous reflux method is commonly used for a solid sample with limited solubility in a solvent in the presence of insoluble impurities. That is the instrument of soxhlet extraction. Here is a summary of the soxhlet extraction procedure. Firstly, the powder loaded into timbales with chloroform using a standard 6-hole water bath with 1.5 kilowatt. Then dissolve it in 5 ml of methanol and mix well. The solution was filtered and stored at 4 degrees Celsius for HPLC analysis. HPLC UV was used to analyze the ginsenosides in ginseng, which display good big shapes and separation as a result.
Microwave-assisted extraction (MAE) is a process of using microwave energy to heat solvents in contact with a sample in order to partition analytes from the sample matrix into solvent. Here is the instrument of MAE. The summary of the microwave-assisted extraction. First, ginsenosides extracted from ginseng are influenced by the extraction method and extraction solvent. Second, all the microwave extraction were performed under a set microwave irradiation power for a certain period of time in 15 ml of solvent. Third, high-performance liquid chromatography HPLC has been applied extensively to determine the ginsenoside in the extract of ginseng. Result. The result indicate that microwave-assisted extraction (MAE) not only took a shorter time but also afforded higher extraction yields of ginsenosides compared to our conventional solvents extraction.
Pressurized liquid extraction (PLE) is mathematically oriented and systematically extracted high-speed counter-current chromatography chemical materials with a wide variety of polarity for online expression. Methodology for PLE is the solvent system of ethyl acetate and butano water was used. The corresponding lower phase of the solvent system to separate the polar common compounds. The upper phase of the solvent system of ethyl acetate and butano-methanol water extracted at 110 degrees Celsius to separate the moderate polar compounds. Finally, the upper phase of the solvent system of N-hexane and butano-methanol water extracted at 125 degrees Celsius, the corresponding lower phase of the solvent system to separate the low polar compounds. Pressurized liquid extraction (PLE) improves the extraction yield, decreases time and solvent consumption, and protects sensitive compounds.
Fluid has equal liquid solubility and gas diffusivity and can dissolve a wide range of natural products. Due to minor pressure and temperature changes, their solvent properties drastically modify near their critical point. The methodology for extraction, 10 grams of ginseng root were used as a sample. The extraction time was counted after reaching the set pressure and equilibrium flow, and it was 6 high for each sample. The extraction result for the isolated ginsenosides separately supported the initial conclusion that the optimal extraction condition were 400 bars at 60 degrees. When these parameters were achieved, a substantial increase in extract yield occurred, while a further increase in pressure and temperature did not affect the yields.
For the last method that we use is heat reflux extraction, where solid-liquid extraction is considered to be a feasible approach for ginsenoside extraction by using hot solvent. During the heat reflux process, the extraction of ginseng saponin is performed at an elevated temperature and solvent is recovered by evaporation. We are using HPLC, which most frequently used method for Pannett's species in qualitative and quantitative analysis. So the Pannett's quince folius was dissolved in distilled water and heated in autoclave at 130 degrees Celsius for 3 hours to obtain heat transformed saponin. Then it loaded onto a HP20 column and elute with an ethanol gradient. The fraction were collected and evaporated to remove ethanol and were lyophilized to obtain a dry powder. The result of an antibacterial test demonstrated a dose-dependent increase in the inhibition zone diameter with higher amounts of less polar ginsenoside in the medium. In summary, the antibacterial activities of ginseng can be affected by this extraction and processing methods. In conclusion, we have discussed all the different methods that we use to extract ginseng as antibacterial in this report, and thank you for watching.